How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And we have some beautiful, hopefully beautiful, I don't know, never had it before. We have some bourbon barrel-aged coffee stoutness in the form of Cafe Royale by Alewerks Brewing. Super excited to give this a whirl for a couple different reasons. One, new beer, never had it before. That's my jam. Two, coffee and bourbon barrel stout. I mean, come on. Three, Alewerks. I like Alewerks. I like the beers that they do. They do exciting things that I enjoy. And it was sent to me. Thank you very much, Ryan, for sending these off. He sent me 2 beers. He sent me an Imperial Porter of theirs that was aged in bourbon barrels, and he sent me this one. And the first one was absolutely fantastic. It was my first big dark offering from Alewerks, so hopefully the second one shows and proves. So let's dive into it, see what she has written on the label here. And we have Alewerks Brewing Company, Cafe Royale, stout brewed with coffee and aged in bourbon barrels. 8.4% alcohol by volume, not that big of a beer, which is even better. This is their brewer's choice, and this was bottled, on the 3rd of January. It's a little over a month old, so it could be a little bit hot, but that be that. Label-wise, it's cool. I really dig Alewerks labels. They all have that kind of, like, wood etching, old schooly style thing kind of going on. So I dig it. So there you go. Let's pop this open. Oop. Electrical tape. I'm a big fan of the electrical tape for sealing the bottles. Not just for shipment, but actually for aging. I think they actually do something. Well, that one's a little brittle. Let's get yourself some good electrical tape, Ryan. Damn it. Anyway, there's my bottle opener. Let's see what this has to offer. Oh, well. That, my friends, is motor oil. Yes, it is. You can run your car on that. Anyway, 1/4 of a pinky finger of the most microscopically tight head in the history of mankind. Malted malt ball in color, and it's dark. I mean, we already looked at it. There's not much to say as far as the color goes. Not a big head. Dark as dark can be. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a nose in here. Coffee, bourbon, stout. Well, the barrel's definitely there. I can tell you that much. Good God. Yeah, huge char, huge smokiness to it. Huge barrel char. Almost like a Roche beer. It's that smoky. Spirit is definitely vibrant in this. I'm getting a nice hefty waft of bourbon in there. And it's definitely hot. It's definitely spirity. So, hefty barrel, hefty spirit. Not much coffee. But that is a very big barrel and spirit nose, so it could be in there, just not in the nose. Maybe a little bit of roasted malts in it, and that's pretty much it. But the barrel is definitely the leader of the clubhouse in this show, so I expect it to be that way in the mouth. So hopefully the beer, and that coffee actually come through and play a part in what's going on. I mean, because that is some big barrel, some big booziness there, so let's dive in, see what she's got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely way more rounded, way more gentle in the mouth than I absolutely... Ooh. That's fun back there. Way nicer, way smoother, way nicer than I absolutely thought it was going to be. Based off of the nose, I thought it was just going to be a straight up smoky, charry booze bomb, and it is not even close to that. This is, let's say, this is first up. You get that you do get that spirit, but it's not nearly as boozy. It's more sweet, more candy like, more like a reduced drizzly kind of thing. And it's sweet, very sweet cherries. Almost like a cherry juice, an alcoholic cherry juice instead of a bourbon. Along with a really nice mouthfeel. Not the biggest, but very nice. Once you swallow, you get that barrel. And it's definitely more like cherry with chocolate than smoky. And it releases into this coffee covered in if you mixed caramel, coconut, and cherries together and kind of wrap that around like a nice espresso bean, not even coffee bean, like espresso bean. And there's this hit of this kind of bitterness from, I believe, from the actual roasted malt and the coffee itself that just kind of balance out that sweetness, because I think without that it would just be way too sweet. Kind of balance out that sweetness and kind of bring this thing fucking home in a very, 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 very good way. That's delicious. That's absolutely delicious. Yeah, and distinctly different from the Imperial kind of Baltic Porter, Imperial Porter that I had from them. Barreling's a little bit different. Nose is definitely different. Everything about it is different, which is really fun to see kind of that variance from beer to beer. That, you know, different beers, but relatively similar in styles and prep. Yeah, it's so easy to drink too based off of that nose. I thought it was going to be so much hotter, so much rougher. And the fact that it's only a couple weeks old, kudos to you guys down there in Alewerks. But yeah, absolutely fantastic beer. Drink super pleasurable. The coffee is there. It's not overdone. It's really nice. The barrel, while the nose is bonkers, it's definitely still the leader in the clubhouse. Especially with a little bit of sweetness. Might be a little bit too sweet for some people. But it's definitely the leader in the clubhouse, but it's not overpowering. The beer is definitely there. Like I said, the way that kind of roasted malt with the bittering kind of marries with the coffee to bittering in the end, kind of balance off that kind of sweetness from the spirit and the beer itself. It's good stuff. That's a good beer. So yeah, let's talk about it. This is one of the better barrel-aged, coffee-based barrel-aged beers I've had as of late. Yes. Maybe not the champion of all champions, but yes. It's just that good. Value and availability, no idea. No idea. So maybe we can get a little help down there. Chime in, see what the price is. Anybody out there in the beer world who would like to let me know. Let's see. In availability, I don't know if this is a shelf one. I don't know if it is something you have to go to the brewery to get. Either way, fucking delicious stuff. And just say if you like what way like this. I don't know. If you like, I don't know. If you like good beer, maybe. I've said that before ad nauseum. If you like good beer, if you like a nice ride between the nose and the beer itself, because actually have that nose kind of be thrown at you like that, and you think it's going to be harsh, and have it be something different. If you like candied coffee, it reminds me of candied coffee. Like I said, I was like it's wrapped in this and that. It's like almost like, you know, not Scorabari, but if Scorabari was like more coffee based, that's kind of vibe. Like if it, you know, imagine it like a Whopper. If you ate a Whopper, but inside of it, instead of being hollow, there's a little coffee bean inside of it. It's kind of that candied coffee, you know, M&M with a coffee bean instead of a nut, with that kind of thing going on. If you like that entices you, it's definitely worth picking up. And if you like just electrifying balance, because it is impactful. It's not timid, but at the same time it's not brute force. It's giving you a little bit of smoothness on the edges, which is pretty fucking nice to see, especially from a beer so young. So it'd be really interesting to see how this beer ages. Give it a year or two and see if it develops into something different. Can't possibly get smoother, well, maybe a little bit, but to see what would happen with this over time would be a really interesting experiment. I mean, it's in the lower eights, so with it being barrel aged and coffee and whatnot, not sure it's built for the long haul, but at the same time, it'd be a fun experiment to try out. So in a couple of years, someone send me this year so I can try it for science. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment section below. Like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all four of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying dare I say, beautiful, fantastical coffee barrel aged stout right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.